crowns felt the steps of Reverend Martin Luther King Sr., Ambassador Andrew Young, Dr. Samuel Dubois Cook, and others. You are the inheritors of a great history and a distinguished example of committed public service and transcendent civil rights leadership. So tonight we hear the ancestors calling us in the corridors of history to define a new era, to fight poverty, and to confront the monster of racism, and to break the cycle of economic misery. This is your time to do so, because Frantz Fanon told us, and I quote, "Each generation must, out of relative obscurity, discover its mission, fulfill it, or betray it. This is your era, because Marcus Garvey said, and I quote, 'Up, you mighty race, accomplish what you will.' This is your moment, because Maya Angelou said, and I quote, 'You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies, but still like dust I'll rise.' And as I prepare to conclude my remarks, I want you to remember that every human being, lifted by their community, must be driven with a strong sense of giving back. It is not about what you have or how successful you are. It is much about what you are giving back to your community. The reinvestment of intellectual capital in the Black community, in the principles of Kwanzaa, the concept of a shared community is ingrained. That teaches us that we should always approach life and the marketplace not as a self-based proposition, but as a community proposition that yields the direct result for all. Rise up to the challenge now. You must become the philosophers of our time. You must become the vibrant legal minds of this era. You must become the medical wizards of this generation to save our lives. You must become the engineers who build new roads and paths into the future. You must become the nurses and the doctors of this generation who will continue to build upon the legacies of great medical experts and help address the health disparities in the Black community that the coronavirus pandemic has exposed.